Hey, what's going on, guys? I just want to say good morning out here for my morning walk. Just thought I would come on and talk about what's on my mind. It's a beautiful day right now here in Cedar Park, and feeling like in a good mood. I think I got some good sleep last night, and so I'm out here just getting my morning sunlight the way I'm supposed to. It's really spectacular, and there's a lot of energy floating around these days, but sometimes it's the simple things of getting outside, getting some fresh air, getting your body moving to feel good again. And so this morning I just want to talk about rest and being rested. We live in a society that glorifies work and productivity and money and success and all these things, and we neglect the importance of rest and sleep and downtime. We all cut ourselves short. We find ourselves scrolling endlessly, subtracting from our total sleep time. We find ourselves, just doom scrolling endlessly, and it's robbing us. It's robbing us of time that we could be using to further our lives, to develop a new skill, to building relationships that matter to us, instead of getting drowned in social media and the noise and the conflict and distraction. And there's no shortage of that, but does it add to your life? Does it add value? Do you end the day feeling more fulfilled because you spent this time on a screen, giving your time and attention away to somebody else, to a corporation that really doesn't care about you? I don't know about you, but for me, it seems like a raw deal, and not one that I really want to participate in anymore. So, so every day I think we can find something where we would leak our time and energy before, where things that are not productive or supportive of where we want to be, and divert that time and energy to something that is supportive of where we want to be headed. That there's no shortage of these sources of distraction and things that'll take your time and energy. We all waste so much time scrolling on our apps, on our social media, watching the news, debating all these things back and forth with people. Ultimately, these things don't really matter. And how many hours per day are we giving away of our time, of our energy, of our attention to corporations that really don't care about us, that are willing to extract, infinite amount of time and energy from us, as much as we're willing to give? And this is precious, valuable time that we could be using to build our lives in the direction that we want, in working towards our goals and our futures that we really desire, to building the kinds of relationships that we really crave, and we find ourselves in a time in society where all that is being siphoned off, where if we're not careful, our time and energy can be hijacked really easily. And I find myself doing it too, and it's like, why am I doom scrolling here on the sofa at 11 o'clock at night when I should be doing other things, when I can be, resting and or doing something creative, or reading an engaging book or something. And so I just am acutely aware of how much of our lives is being consumed by things that don't give us the fulfillment in our lives that we're really after. So I really think that we, every day is a new opportunity. And I'm out here walking here in Cedar Park, and it's a beautiful day. It's like 65 degrees. Good morning, everybody, or good evening, wherever you are. And feel really good mood, got good rest. And so I'm just, reflecting on how important it is for us to safeguard our energy and use it towards things that are productive and that support the direction we want to be going in. There's too many days, where you end the day and you're like, what did I really do today? Or what did I really, you feel this sense of just unfulfillment. And I think a big part of it is, giving our time and energy away to things that don't energize us, don't serve us, and that drain us. So we have to be really diligent about that. Hi, good morning. What are you guys up to today? Hi, good morning. I've been really focused on my health lately and eating better and trying to get more rest and working out consistently. I mean, I've usually worked out pretty consistently, but the rest part is kind of up and down. And the eating part is, some days I eat really clean, and then other days I eat junk or things that are really not ideal. So I'm just trying to be like more consistent and getting outside in the mornings, for a walk. They say that, the blue light hitting your eyes is really vital for kind of aligning your circadian rhythm. So I'm trying to reinforce that, right? The morning drive wake signals, so that in the evenings. Hi, good morning. So in the evenings, I can be tired the way I should be and fall asleep on time. Seems like a simple thing, but I think a lot of people are actually struggling with it, right? Because of how many screens we have, or how much screen time we have these days, and being on our phones or TVs or laptops or whatever, and we find ourselves up late at night or waking up in the middle of the night even after we fall asleep. So this has always been like a really difficult area for me because I wake up a lot or can't fall asleep or whatever. So I'm really doubling down on my efforts and working with like a professional to help me get to strategize of how I get that kind of optimized. So it's a process, but I think the main thing is like every day getting a little bit closer to where you want to be. We might not be exactly there. We might feel like there's still things missing or pieces that we don't have yet. But I think as long as we're inching towards it day by day, week by week, and some days, might be a step back. Like I was sleeping better for a few days and then had one night where I just woke up at 4 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep. And I was really frustrated and really kind of upset with myself and kind of feeling down about it, kind of exasperated, felt like. But, it lasted a day or two. And then, you get back on the train and you start working again towards what you're working on. And so, just went back to the plan and had a session with my sleep coach, and it was helpful, and I feel like I recommitted myself to it, and I accepted, there's a big part of just self-forgiveness and self-acceptance when things don't go 100% the way that you expect them to or want them to. And you know, I think we have this idealized vision of how progress should go, and that we, you know, it should be like this straight line, and every day we're getting better, and every day is an improvement, you know. And the reality is that some days are, but some days aren't. And some days, you know, we took one step forward and then we take 2 steps back, and we feel like we're in a worse position, and that's incredibly frustrating. And, you know, it makes you feel like, why am I doing this, or what's the point, and make you question everything. But I think eventually that passes, and you kind of you bounce back to a point above where you were before. So this is, I think, the nature of progress. And you know, it's a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit down, but just try to keep the ups more than the downs. The ups bigger than the downs, I don't know. And in general, you over time, you will be getting better, right? And that's kind of a peaceful thought, you know, because it means that we don't have to be perfect. It means that we can be human, and that, you know, we can miss the mark some days, and it's okay. It's okay, you know, but we have to be willing to recommit, get back, you know, working towards it. So to me, that feels good, you know, because then we don't have so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect and to be, you know, these robotic creatures, and we're not. Buenos dias. And we don't have to be perfect and, you know, all these things. But man, it's nice to be out. Anyways, that's what I was thinking. Hey everybody, it's good to see everybody here. Alrighty, well, I'll let you guys go. I just want to say hi. Hope everything's going well. Have an awesome day. And whatever you face today, you can conquer it. Good luck. Take care.